Alright, bro, let's go play, yeah, we're just gonna play Haste for today, bro, because, again, I haven't made a video about this game in, like, a while and whatnot, so, yeah, that's basically what we do. But, like, low-key, just for, like, today's video, bro, I'm gonna low-key rant about Dispatch for a bit, because I just recently, finished playing the game, and, yeah, if you ask me, I think the game's, like, low-key 9 out of 10, like, if I were to, like, how do I say this, like, if I were to, like, if I were to low-key ignore, basically, some of the certain flaws it has, like, some flaws with the writing, the gameplay aspects and shit, like, certain flaws about the game, like, if I were to ignore certain flaws of the game, then, like, it'll be, like, a 9 out of 10 for me. But if I was not to ignore the flaws, like, if we were not to ignore the flaws about the game, then, like, for me, it'd be, like, a maybe 8.5, yeah. I think, like, an 8.5 out of 10, if the flaws, if I was to take into consideration of the flaws about the game, then it'd be 8.5 out of 10, but, like, if I were not to give a fuck about the flaws, it's a 9 out of 10, so that's kind of, like, how I see it, right? That's how, like, I usually like to rate things, where it's, like, if I'm not taking into consideration of a flaw about something, then I'll usually give it, like, the highest rating that I possibly can, but, like, if I were to take into consideration about the flaws or something, then, like, usually I give it a lower rating, for sure. Which pretty much sounds logical, so I don't know why I had to explain that, because, of course, it fucking makes sense. But, look, I think, like, so far from the game that I played about, like, Dispatch, like, bro, the game is low-key not bad. Like, the only thing I personally wasn't really a fan of was, like, the gameplay aspect of it. Like, the gameplay aspect of it where, like, you have to dispatch your, Z team, or, like, you know, you dispatch the fucking former villains that you're trying to fucking rehabilitate into, like, helping society and whatnot. It's like, yeah, it makes sense. Like, for that type of gameplay loop for that game, it makes sense why they did it that way, because, like, of course, you're supposed to, like, dispatch your group and do this and that in order to, like, hopefully gain some good rewards if they're, like, successful at doing it, right? So, of course, it's like a strategy game at best, right? Like that type of gameplay loop is basically strategy based, which, of course, it makes sense. Because, like, again, just for me, I don't personally, let me see, yeah, let's take this. Hold on. I just don't personally really care for the gameplay loop aspect of it. Like, for me, I just never cared about, the gameplay when it comes to Dispatch. Because I was just interested in the story. I didn't give a fuck about the gameplay at all. So, like, that's kind of one of the things that kind of personally annoyed me when it came to, like, playing the game. Because, like, I just care about the character interactions and, like, the story falling through. Because deadass, whenever I had to fucking, whenever I had to deadass, like, start dispatching niggas and get into gameplay aspect of that shit, bro, I low-key, like, that shit low-key put me off so bad, bro. Like, that shit low-key just made me annoyed, bro, because I was like, ugh, I don't really want to do my job. Like, that, I just feel like I did not want to do my job while playing the damn game. Like, whenever I had to come to, like, the gameplay aspects of it, I was like, oh my god, I have to do my job now, fuck. I don't want to do my job, no. But it's like, whatever, bro, I did what I had to do anyway. Because, like, again, it's pretty easy, though. I wouldn't say it's not really too complicated unless you have, like, a low IQ. Because I feel like the gameplay section is pretty straightforward. Like, you just gotta learn how to strategize and you're good. So, yeah, like, unless you low-key just have a low IQ, like, the game is pretty easy, though. Like, it's generally a pretty easy game, with some, like, few challenges then and there. Oh, wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. I thought I would've died there. But yeah, besides the gameplay aspect of it, bro, the characters are low-key cool, I guess. I like Robert. Like, Robert is such a cool-ass protagonist. Like, deadass. Like, bro, he's, like, one of the few niggas I've never seen anyone slender him. Like, bro, I've never seen anyone slender Robert at all. Like, generally, like, whenever it comes to, like, the internet discourse about Dispatch's episodes and the characters and shit like that, bro, generally, I've never seen anybody hate on Robert at all. Like, the only time I probably seen someone hate on Robert was, like, on Twitter, when, like, there's, like, someone, like, really roasting his ass for, there's someone that was really deadass roasting Robert for deadass being, like, a basic-ass, white-ass nigga, bro, genuinely. Like, there was someone on Twitter that was mad as shit because they were baffled about the fact that, like, how did Invisigal fall for someone like, Robert? Because of his appearance, bro. I'm like, Jesus Christ, that shit is crazy, bro. It's like, these niggas deadass be hating on anything, bro. Because, like, me personally, like, why would you hate on a nigga just because he's a basic-ass white nigga? Like, that's crazy. But in regards to that, like, honestly, like, low-key, Robert's, like, peak protagonist, bro. I ain't gonna lie. He's, like, one of the best protagonists I've ever, like, seen, honestly. Because, like, he doesn't feel, like, overly annoying or like, he doesn't feel like someone I honestly dislike in real life, honestly. Like, again, it's like, if I think about it, right, if I were to meet these characters in real life, bro, I would be cool with some of them. I probably would not be cool with some of the other ones, to be honest. Because I'm low-key gonna talk about specific characters soon that I low-key kind of want to go on a rant about because, oof, because I ain't gonna lie, some of her fans low-key kind of be doing too much dick riding. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be honest. But, like, again, I don't have no beef with Robert, bro. Robert's, like, low-key one of the coolest ass niggas I've ever seen, bro. Genuinely. Like, I actually nobody hate on him. Like, it's basically impossible, almost impossible to hate on Robert, but low-key. Genuinely, because, like, I've never seen niggas hate on Robert at all. Like, literally, nobody hates on Robert on the internet. Like, following the discourse about Dispatch, bro, literally, like, I literally basically see no negative things about Robert at all. Like, he's that good of a character. But, like, the Z team, on the other hand, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I did not like Flambe. I never liked Flambe, to be honest. Quite honestly, I don't even understand why niggas like him so much, other than, like, niggas saying that he's funny. That's it. Like, the only reason I feel like niggas like him a lot is because he's funny. Like, he's funny, and people like that dickhead, attitude as well. Like, I don't know, for some reason, people like it when characters are dickheads for some reason, as long as it's funny. That's basically it, but for me, I never found it funny, to be honest. I don't know. Like, for me, I'm just one of the niggas that I do not find Flambe funny at all. Like, personally, to me. Like, I just never liked him to begin with, too, because he's just such a dickhead, bro. I don't know, like, Flambe's, I don't know, like, Flambe fans are, like, kind of, like, weird people to me. I don't know. That's just how I see it. Like, I don't know, niggas that be fucking with Flambe are, like, kind of weird, bro. I don't know, because I swear, it's like, because I feel like, again, he's like, one of those people that, like, I feel like if he existed in real life, then, I don't know, I don't think a lot of people be liking him in RL, compared to, like, how he is in video games. Like, I just don't like Flambe, bro. I feel like for sure he could definitely, I feel like for sure, like, he's definitely one of those characters I feel like are, in my opinion, I probably consider, like, him to be overrated. I think he's, like, one of the characters that I feel like, me personally, I feel like are a bit overrated, personally. because I never really liked him that much to begin with. Like, I just never really liked him. Like, he just never really appealed to me as a character. But, yeah, I don't know. Compared to the other ones, though, I think I like Sonar. Sonar's cool. Like, basically, honestly, I just like any character that's not a dickhead. That's it. Like, basically, anyone that's not a dickhead, bro, I'll really fuck with you, bro. Like, I don't know. For some reason, I don't like characters that are like jerks. Like, that's just the type of thing I am. Where it's like, if you're looking just a dickhead, bro, obviously I'm not gonna like you. That's why it kind of baffles me why like, some people like certain characters. Because, like, I think people acknowledge that, like, yeah, they're pretty much, like, rude as fuck sometimes. And they're also, like, kind of huge jerks. But the only reason, like, I think people often, like them so much is because of the fact that, like, they're funny, though. It's like, he's a dickhead, but he's kind of a funny one. Like, he's an amusing-ass jerk, though. So, hence, I think a lot of people kind of give him a bit of leeway. Even though, like, Loki's kind of a shitty-ass dude if you think about it. Considering the fact that, like, he literally tried to kill Robert, like, was it once or twice? Not to mention, he literally be, like, he literally directly be causing fires as well. And then he'd be the one to, like, extinguish them. Even though he's the one that started all the fucking fires, too. So, it's like, again, it's like, there's, like, a lot of reasons not to fuck with Flambe. But, yeah, he has a lot of fans, bro. I think it's because it's called, like, the Draco and the leather pants type of trope I've heard before from, like, TV tropes. Whereas, like, people like, it's like that trope where, like, people, like, there's, like, certain amounts of people out there that actually like characters that act like a dickheads for some reason. Like, characters that act, like, pretty much like jerks. And, like, for me, I'm not a fan of that, bro. I don't know. It's like, I don't know, we have to kind of do, like, I feel like we low-key need to do a case study of people that like those types of characters, if you think about it. I feel like it has to be a case study for, like, those types of people that exist in real life. Because, Jesus Christ, I would genuinely hate to, I would not hate that, I would not love that nigga in real life, bro. Like, I would just genuinely hate that nigga in real life. But, like, I think besides Flambe, because I've been resting on him long enough, like I said, I'm cool with Sonar, I like Coop enough. I did low-key cut her in my gameplay, like, between choosing who to cut, like, between Sonar and Coop, I low-key cut, Coop, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I deadass had to cut Coop, I'm not gonna lie, because my logic was the fact that, like, Sonar is, like, the smart guy in the group. And, like, I feel like you always need that, like, that one smart guy in the group that's, like, a genius, you know? That's the reason I kept Sonar in the group, because I was like, bro, we low-key need a smart nigga. And, like, I feel like he's low-key smart. He's, like, the smart guy in the group, so I was like, fuck it, let's keep him. That's kind of, like, low-key the logic why I didn't cut him off, honestly. And the thing is, I don't really hate Coop either. I think Coop is also cool as well. She's, like, one of those ones that, like, we're not really, like, not jerks to Robert as much either. Like, she's, like, I think she's low-key cool with Robert. Sometimes, I think. At least I hope she was. Like, I like Sonar and Coop. I don't have problems with her. I don't really have a problem with that, Red She-Hulk bitch. I don't know her name, but, like, she looked like Red She-Hulk, so, like, I'm just calling her Red She-Hulk. But you basically know who I'm talking about. She's cool as fuck, too. She was, like, not really a dickhead. She was low-key, like, respectful for the most part. And I also like that big-ass, what's that name? I don't even remember some of these niggas' names. But, I don't know, that Clayface-looking-ass motherfucker. Like, whatever his name is, like, that Clayface-looking-ass nigga. I like him, too. He's cool. He's actually pretty respectful as well. And I think, I don't really know. And I think as for Prism, I did not really care for her. I don't know. I think Prism, right? That black Lady Gaga-looking-ass nigga. I did not really care for her as much. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. Like, for me, when it comes to Prism, I just have nothing to say for her, to be honest. Because I personally didn't really care for her in my gameplay. I think as a character, she can be funny sometimes, but again, she's also one of those ones that like kind of be uneasily rude. But she could also be very, very rude. I don't know. I just don't like characters that are like rude unnecessarily. Cause like yeah, she's like one of those types of dudes where like I'd probably like stay away from her. I'd probably stay away from her in RL if I knew her in RL. Like she's definitely one of those characters that, like I definitely could not be friends with. Cause I think she's kind of also a dickhead sometimes. Like she's only a dickhead unnecessarily. Like she's such a jerk for like no reason sometimes. So I was like yeah, I definitely would not be friends with her in RL if I were to meet her in real life. I'm gonna be honest. And then basically the last person I'm gonna talk about in the group, bro, that I deadass been like wanted to rant about is Loki Invisigal because, bro, I ain't gonna lie, when it comes to Invisigal for me throughout her entire playthrough, I'm gonna be honest, I do not like her, but I don't dislike her at the same time. Like for me, she's like one of the characters I'm Loki neutral on. Like of all like the Z Team cast that I've met and grew to understand about when it comes to like my gameplay of Dispatch, of all the members on them, the only character I'm actually neutral about is Invisigal. And it's funny too, considering that she's basically like she's basically like the main spotlight of the game, basically, for the most part. Like, or at least she's like basically the main one we mostly care about. Because I feel that's kind of like one of the problems about it. That's like one of the problems I have with the game too when it comes to like that sort of aspect. Because they focus so much on Invisigal that like I feel like some of the other members didn't really get as much as like I don't know spotlight as she does, to be honest. Because like we mainly focus on Invisigal's problems compared to like the rest of the main cast. Which I do think that's kind of like that kind of does suck for like the other main cast because like Invisigal got like so much focus and push compared to like everybody else that like I don't know. Like, she got, like, so much push and focus compared to everybody else that was, like... Yeah, it's, like, it was just mainly about Invisigal compared to everybody else. So, it's, like, I wanted to see everybody else's, like, sort of, like, problems and, like... You know, everybody else's flaws, to be honest. That's, like, one of the things I didn't like about the game. Because, like, it was so heavily focused about Invisigal that, like... I feel like the other team members should have also had, like, episodes dedicated to themselves as well, you know? But, you know, I digress. That's just, like, again, one of the flaws that I personally don't like about the game. That, like, you know, personally bring it down for me. But, regardless of that, right? But let me going back to talk about Invisigal, bro. I'm not gonna lie, Invisigal fans low-key kind of piss me off sometimes. Like, bro, she has, like, one of those fan bases where it's like, if you dare criticize her characters or say anything bad about her character, bro, her fans will not let that slide. Like, genuinely. She has to be, like, probably one of the most intolerable fan bases I've ever seen on Twitter, bro. Like, especially when it comes to Twitter. I think Reddit, though, Reddit is more chill. Like, I think in terms of Reddit, I think her fans are a lot more chill on Reddit. But, like, whenever I go on Twitter discourse about Invisigal, bro, it's like, I don't know, I feel like some of her fans low-key just, like, I don't know, some of her fans low-key, like, we need to study the mindset of, like, her fans. Because, dude, there like, so many of her fans deadass will, like, like, defend everything about her. Like, here's the thing. But the thing is, I understand that she's a flawed character. I understand flawed characters are meant to be flawed, right? That's of course that's the point of the character, right? Because I get it. Invisigal's flawed. She's complex, right? And of course, obviously, she's gonna make mistakes along the way while trying to get better. I understand that. In fact, I understand the main point about the game too, considering the fact that like we're trying to rehabilitate these villains. Because right, of course, she's a villain, right? She's a former villain. So of course, some of the way she acts, her mindset about why she does certain things, obviously, of course, it's gonna make some people mad, right? Because of course, we have to remember that like she grew up in villainy. She grew up as a villain over the years. So it's like some of her like mindset and the way she does things, the way she problem solves, the way she acts, of course, right? It makes a lot of sense for her behavior. That, of course, I understand her character. But the problem I have with her fans is the fact that like they make it feel like you cannot be allowed to like criticize her sometimes. Because some of her fans, deadass, like if you try criticizing Invisigal, bro, they'll deadass be like accusing you of thinking that like you didn't understand the game at all. Where like you just need like it just feels like you just need to try to hold her accountable for her actions though. And that's the thing too, because the thing is I hold a neutral viewpoint towards her. Like I don't necessarily hate her. Like I don't hate Invisigal. I don't hate Invisigal. Nor do I like her. I don't hate her. I don't like her sometimes. That's just how I see Invisigal. Because throughout her entire character arc in this patch, and you know me trying to help her become a better hero and shit, it's like, bro, it just felt like I was low-key tolerating her rather than actually trying to like her. And like, bro, it's like whenever I see discourse about her on Twitter, when it comes to like certain people that either defend her or certain people that hate her, bro, it's like, bro, I do think that both sides can often be annoying, right? Like the people that often hate on her, right? Because the people that often hate on her for like sometimes, like, okay, like I do think there are valid reasons to kind of like not like her. Like I do think like people that don't like her do have their valid reasons for it. Like I've seen a lot of valid reasons why people don't like Invisigal, which is understandable. Because at the end of the day, I'm not gonna be defending Invisigal. Like if someone does say they don't like Invisigal for like reasons that they have, whatnot, like I think it's definitely valid reasons. Like she's like one of those characters where it's like if you basically like said any reason why you don't like her, I think like yeah, you're not wrong. It's like she's like one of those characters where like you can't really defend her if people bring up valid arguments to not like her. Because otherwise, like it's like how you redefend certain valid arguments that people make on like the side that like people that, like on the side that like she like anti-Invisigal people. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. I think it's because I'm speaking so fast. But I'm also playing this game too, so it's like I have to commentate and also provide commentary while also playing this game. So it's like, of course, I'm probably gonna fuck up my words. And I'm also speaking pretty fast as well, because yeah, because like, I don't know if you can tell, like I'm a very fast talker. So like, obviously the way I be like speaking and shit, I'd be definitely stumbling over my words. But again, that's something I'm trying to improve upon. But you know, it will take time. But like I said, going back to what I said about Invisigal, because I definitely got my main point since I kind of fucked up my words. But like I said, I think what I said before is that like again, she's like one of those characters where like if people had like valid reasons not to like her, I don't see a way how you can actually really defend. I don't know how you can really defend her from like those main points that people say about her. Because honestly, the people that don't like her do bring up valid points in my opinion. And I do think they definitely have a lot of valid points to not like her. And yeah, because I do agree with them honestly. Because like yeah, like the reason they don't like her are the same reason I don't like her either. To be honest, I feel like the people that often say those reasons are the ones that like try and like hold her accountable. Because I feel like there's often two sides to how people see Invisigal. Where it's like there's often like the side people that low-key like her so much that like they would defend everything she does. Cause like yeah, you're like a lot like there's someone on Twitter that really deadass like they were deadass defending anything that Invisigal did, bro. Like genuinely, they would deadass defend anything she would do. It's like bro, it's like someone wrote on Twitter a joke about how like yeah she could kill your entire family, chop off your dick off, put you into debt, ruin your life, and niggas would still defend her. I was like bro, her fans are low-key kind of deranged. I don't know, like her fan base is like so weird to me, bro. Like also of course not every Invisigal fan. Like of course I'm always gonna say that like not every Invisigal fan thinks that way, right? Because of course there's probably some Invisigal fans out there that like definitely hold her accountable and understand that, like she's definitely not gonna be well liked amongst everyone. Because of course there's often like the chiller side of the fandom where it's like they definitely understand the arguments why people don't like her, and like they definitely say they definitely agree that like yeah she definitely has a lot of flaws, and like you know she should definitely be held accountable for her actions, right? Because of course we're not gonna like everything about every single character, right? So like at least for those types of fans out there that like understand the hate and understand that like you know that like some of the hate is valid against her and like they don't try to defend those. I like those types of fans. Like some of the fans that don't defend every action about her. I like those types of people. But like the Invisigal fans that defend everything about her, no matter like whether or not it's logical, are like the ones I kind of have some problems with. Like those types of people kind of scare me when you think about it. Because like the niggas that defend any character regardless if they do anything bad are the ones that you low-key should be scared of. I ain't gonna lie. Because like they basically could like low-key be one of the best lawyers, honestly. Like if you be defending any fictional character regardless of whether or not they did something bad, or whether or not like what they did like was like very very bad, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You low-key should be a lawyer. You would be fantastic as a lawyer if you're able to defend any fictional character's crimes, genuinely. But like again, going back to what I said about Invisigal, right? Because the thing is, again, I don't like her, but I don't dislike her, but I don't hate her at the same time. I don't hate her. I don't hate Invisigal. I don't dislike Invisigal, but I do not like her though. That's how I feel about her. And the thing is, throughout my entire playthrough of playing Dispatch, I was trying my genuine best to like rehabilitate her and make her into a better hero. But like the problem for me is that like when I was doing like the last episode of Dispatch, bro, here's the thing, bro. Like look, listen. I did not cut her from the team, right? I didn't cut her from the team. I told her that I didn't know how to feel about the fact that like she put the bomb behind Mecha Man's back, which caused his suit to explode. I didn't know how to feel about that because I chose that option instead of forgiving her, right? And here's the thing: I also freed her from being tied up by Royd when when Shroud's goons were fucking invading the place or whatnot, right? Because listen, throughout episode 8 and 7, right, I was really doing my genuine best to like low-key help Invisigal out because the thing is, as much as I didn't like her at the time while playing the episodes, I still tried to do my best to help her, right? And despite all the options I chose that like tried to help benefit her in every single way, bro, she ended up being evil in my playthrough. Like, she ended up turning to villainy in my playthrough when I did, like, my absolutes and my choices. It actually kind of confused me because I was like, what do you mean? I was literally doing everything I can to support her. Like, it's like, yeah, obviously, I wasn't supporting every decision that she made, right? Because, like, of course, obviously, there's gonna be certain, like, decisions that I don't always support about Invisigal, right? Like, particularly, like, in episodes 5 and 6, where it's like, she wants to, like, get the, she wants to get, like, I forgot what item it was called or whatnot, but, like, she wants to get, like, that one item for Robert that, like, he uses to power up his suit or whatever, right? But, like, I decided, like, it's too dangerous to do that, right? Because that was, like, the time I disagreed with her about that, right? But, because, like, that's just one of the few times I disagreed about her. But otherwise, like, I was trying to be supportive throughout her entire run of me playing Dispatch. But, like, she ended up becoming a villain in my playthrough, bro. I was just like, bro, that shit low-key genuinely kind of made me fucking angry. Because, like, bro, I did everything I could to help her. And yet, apparently, I was a terrible mentor and ended up putting her into villainy. I was like, okay, bro. I'm like, okay, man. I don't know, bro. It's like, that shit low-key kind of genuinely, like, pissed me off for a bit. Like, I wasn't completely angry, but I was just like, I was thinking, like, how, though? Like, I was there sitting at my computer screen for, like, a few minutes, thinking, like, what? Like, I was like, but what? But, like, yeah, obviously, I disagreed in, like, some areas when, like, me and her were, like, when I disagree in, like, certain areas about, like, you know, like, yeah, of course, I disagree in certain situations when it comes to, like, Invisigal and stuff, but, like, still, though, I did my best to be remain supportive of her, and, like, and apparently she ended up being turned into a villain. I was like, ain't no fucking way. I don't know, man, like, I don't know, it's, like, stuff like that is, like, again, it's also one of the reasons why I personally bring my rating down, because that shit low-key kind of, like, it kind of low-key kind of pissed me off. It kind of pissed me off and made me feel sad, but whatever, bro. Whatever, what can you do? But, yeah, I think, like, besides the Invisigal stuff, at the end of the day, right, at the end of the day, I ain't gonna lie though, at the end of the day, it didn't really matter to me because, one, I low-key was romancing Blazer. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I was one of the niggas that was, like, on Blazer's side. Like, genuinely. I like, as soon as I got introduced to Blazer, when I first started playing episode 1 and 2 in Dispatch, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro, I low-key wanted to romance Blazer. Like, Blazer was the one I wanted to romance the most. Because the thing is, I'm gonna be honest, because of course, I'm gonna be biased and say that, like, I think Blazer's the better love interest for Robert than Invisigal, in my own opinion. I think they're way better for each other. Because I feel like, when you look at Robert's character, I feel like Robert's the type of nigga that would probably low-key romance, like, Blonde Blazer, though. Like, I don't know. I feel like their personalities match a lot for me. That's why I low-key went the logical reason that, like, I feel like if I was to think about it logically, I feel like Blonde Blazer is, like, a better love interest for Robert than Invisigal. When I think about Robert's character. Like, when you think about Robert's character, I feel like he would probably go for Blonde Blazer or Mandy. That's how I always felt Robert to me. Like, I feel like he'd be the type of dude that probably romance Blonde Blazer over Invisigal. Now I think about it, like, I don't know. Like, to me, I always feel like him and Blonde Blazer were, like, the better couple, in my opinion. Me personally. Because, like I said, this is coming from a guy that says, I don't like that. I mean, again, this mindset is coming from a guy that, like, I find Invisigal to be neutral. Like, for me, Invisigal, I think of her neutrally. Where, like, I sometimes like her, I sometimes don't like her. I don't hate Invisigal, I just don't like her sometimes. Because, again, she can be very flawed. And be quite annoying and a dickhead sometimes. But at the end of the day, I did try my best not to give up on her. Because, again, I did try my best to rehabilitate her and make her into a better person. Right? Because the thing is, I didn't go on a date with Invisigal. I went on the fucking date with Mandy instead. Because, low-key, I like Mandy more. I'm gonna be honest. Like, of course, I'm gonna be biased and say, like, I think Mandy, I just like Mandy more. I think there do be certain people that think she's a bit basic or boring, which I wouldn't be too mad, to be honest. Like, I can kind of see the argument why someone thinks, like, Invisigal is way more boring compared to someone like, where, like, Mandy or Blonde Blazer. Sorry, I don't know if I fucked up my words there. But I can see why someone would think that Mandy or Blonde Blazer is a way more boring option than Invisigal. Like, I can kind of see the argument for that. Because, like, if someone were to tell me those exact reasons, I'm like, okay, I don't really blame you. Like, I see why you could think that. I can see why, because I think people often think that Blonde Blazer is just, like, the basic white bitch. They see her as, like, just the basic generic white girl, I'm gonna be honest. But, like, even then, I'd rather have her over Invisigal, to be honest. Because, again, I'm thinking about it in, like, logically speaking, right? Because the thing is, I was literally playing this game with, like, a logical mindset, where it's like, if these characters exist in real life, and, like, if this scenario happened to me in real life, what would I do in this situation? That's low-key how I was, like, low-key operating in this game. Because, like, I was low-key thinking of it logically. Where it's like, if I was in this exact same scenario, in this exact same situation, what would I do, basically? That's low-key how I was basically playing Dispatch. Like, I was just thinking logically, and thinking about, like, what would I do in certain scenarios if this were to happen to me? Hence why I low-key decided to, like, low-key go with Blonde Blazer over Invisigal, in terms of who to romance. Because I feel like in a realistic scenario, if I had to choose between would I rather want to be with someone like Invisigal in real life, or someone like Mandy in real life, bro, 100% Mandy, no questions asked, bro. I would 100% romance someone like Mandy in real life, 100%, bro. Fuck, I would even marry the chick, honestly. Like, if I had someone like Mandy in real life in my life, bro, I would absolutely try to make her my wife. At least. Absolutely, bro. Like, because, like, bro, it's like, I think Mandy's just the better option. Like, logically speaking. Like, I feel like, logically speaking, if we were to think about it in real life, I feel like, realistically, people would rather go with Mandy. That's how I feel like it would be. Like, if we were to be realistic, if we were to actually generally be realistic, I feel like Mandy would be the better option. Realistically. Because, mind you, if we were to have someone like Invisigal in real life, that low-key treat you like shit, would, like, low-key sexually harass you, like, say all those mean shits about you, and, like, you know, attack you, and, like, attack your insecurities and whatnot, I feel like niggas would not be liking her, genuinely. Like, if anything, at best, because for how neutral I feel about Invisigal, I'd rather be friends. For me, throughout my entire playthroughs, I was just rather trying to be friends with Invisigal, to be honest, because I already had Mandy. Because as soon as I, like, as soon as I saw Mandy and chatted up with her in the game, that's why I decided, like, yeah, I'm just gonna go with Blonde Blazer, bro. Blonde Blazer is my ideal woman. Like, yeah, exactly. That's how I describe, like, the romance between Invisigal and Mandy. Where, like, if I had to choose one, Mandy's basically my ideal type of romance. Like, she's my ideal woman that I would like to date in real life. That's how I see her. She's like, if I had, like, the option to like choose between like two females based on their personalities, and like they're basically like Mandy and Invisigal, I would instantly go over Blonde Laser or Mandy. I don't know why I keep saying Mandy and Invisigal. I'm probably saying Mandy a lot because that's basically her real identity. But like I don't know, I feel like I'm probably confusing a lot of people, right? Because I imagine if you're probably watching this video and you haven't gotten that far in your playthrough, then like you probably don't know what the fuck I'm talking about when I say Mandy. But whatever. But like I said, because in a realistic scenario, if I was to use a dating app, I had to choose between two options, Invisigal or Mandy. I'm going Mandy easily. Like Mandy is way more better. I mean, for fuck's sake, hell, she literally made a dinner for you, bro. It's like niggas choose to go to a movie. Niggas went to go see a movie with another chick. Meanwhile, you have another chick that leads straight up planned a dinner date with you, bro. She planned a dinner date with food on the table and everything. I think it's pretty clear which one I'd pick, bro. Pretty clear who I'd pick, bro. But like, yeah, again, that's just how I feel about this romance shit. It was like, yeah, I instantly went to choose Mandy and Blonde Blazer over Invisigal personally. Because again, my type of reasoning makes sense because Invisigal didn't really give me the best first impression. Because again, first impressions are important when it comes to a character, right? I mean, also first impressions are low-key kind of like first impressions in general are like very important in real life. As much as like people hate to admit it though, because like there's a reason why we have first impressions, I assume. But yeah, I don't know. I think nonetheless, right? But nonetheless, I think I probably ranted about Invisigal far enough. Because again, honestly, I just feel neutral about her. But I think her fans low-key need to just calm the fuck down. I'm not gonna lie. Like her fans low-key need to chill out. I don't know. The only thing I can say about her is that like yeah, it's just I just don't like her fans. Because some certain fans of her low-key need to chill the fuck out, like genuinely. And some of the niggas kind of scare me too with the way they defend everything about her. Because like I said this before, right? Of course, I can acknowledge that she's flawed and complex, but it does not mean we're not allowed to criticize her or hold her accountable for her actions. Because again, just because you're a fucking villain doesn't mean we can't criticize villains. Like, just because she does exactly what she does not mean we're not allowed to criticize her. That's why I feel like some of these Invisigal fans need to understand. Like, they gotta understand that's what, why certain people often honestly be hating on Invisigal. Because at the end of the day, right, it makes sense why niggas hate on her. Like, I don't know. Again, she's like one of those characters where like, if you hate on Invisigal, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Like, all the characters that people can hate on, if someone genuinely said they hate Invisigal, bro, I can't be mad at you. It makes a lot of sense. Because she's definitely not gonna be for, like, everyone. Again, in a realistic scenario, she's one of those characters where it's like, I could be friends with her, and I'd rather be friends with her than low-key make her my girlfriend. I'm gonna be honest. I'd rather us be friends than be boyfriend girlfriend. And even speaking too, because as honestly as someone that's been trying to play, as someone that's been playing the game as Robert, right? Because when I've been playing the entire game, I've also been thinking that like, I feel like if Robert exists in real life, he would probably just rather be friends with her than rather be like a girlfriend. I'm not gonna lie. Like I feel like he'd rather be friends than be boyfriend girlfriend, to be honest. Because like I feel like the thing is she's a little too mentally unstable. she's so flawed, bro. That's like I don't know. Because like even if I want to romance her, bro, it'd be more so the type of thing was like if I was to low-key plan her to make her my girlfriend someday, bro. It'd be more so the case where like she has like a long way to go. Like she low-key have to like low-key change a bit before I make her like my wife sort of thing. Whereas like if I was trying to romance her in the game, it'd be more so in the case where it's like if we're gonna start dating, bro, you low-key have to like low-key chill out though. Even more that type of case where like you low-key need to change though. Like please, like you actually need to change. Cause like I feel like it's like one of those relationships where, like I don't really see it lasting well between me and her. If she was real, genuinely. It's also the same thing too. Like if Robert was a real thing, right? Like if Robert was a character real in real life, I feel like the relationship would not last if they're like genuinely trying to date though. I feel like, but that's just me though. Of course, otherwise you could probably put like arguments why you disagree in the comments and whatnot, sure. But otherwise, man, yeah, I think that's all I have to say about Dispatch. To be honest, like I said, I think it's like again a 9 out of 10 game if I was to ignore its flaws. But if I was to take into account like my personal flaws that have the game, then like it's an 8.5 out of 10. But again, I think overall it's a great game. It's overall a very fun game, honestly, very great. It's like one of the reasons why I like Telltale games, honestly. Although I'm not really well, I mean, I want to say I like Telltale games. The only Telltale games I actually like were the Batman ones. The Batman ones were like low-key, in my opinion, like one of the best ones. I don't know if I would say it's the best Telltale games because people often always mention like the Walking Dead ones. But for me, I always been more so like the Batman guy. Because I personally never really cared about the Walking Dead Telltale games personally. Because I remember watching like only the Batman ones. I never gave a fuck about the Telltale ones. I mean, not the Telltale, the Wolf Among Us or the Walking Dead ones. Or is it the Wolf Among Us? I might be dumb. I don't know. It was either like the Wolf Among Us or the Walking Dead Telltale games. But I don't fucking remember. I don't know. I might probably get those two mixed up. So I don't know. Someone feel free to correct me in the comments. But yeah. Oh yeah. Let me talk about one more thing too. It's kind of crazy to me that people think Dispatch should be game of the year. I'm not gonna lie. Listen. I think Dispatch is a great game. I like Dispatch. It's a fantastic game. I think Dispatch is a great game. A great interactive story-based game if you're a fan of those things. But I'm not gonna lie. I feel like niggas that are arguing that should be game of the year are kind of smoking crack. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm gonna be very, very blunt here when I say this. Like, I honestly feel like if you genuinely think it should win game of the year, bro, I'm not gonna lie. Do not listen to what that demon is telling you in your head because I feel like you're probably looking being schizophrenic. Like, I genuinely think you're being schizophrenic if you think Dispatch should win game of the year. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm gonna be jokingly honest saying this shit, but like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Do not listen to that demon in your head if you genuinely think that Dispatch should be game of the year. Because that nigga is trying to deceive you, bro. Do not listen to that nigga in your head, bro. That demon is telling you lies. Because I'm gonna be honest, Dispatch should not be game of the year. Like, again, I think it's a great game, but like, brother, it's literally competing against Blueprints, Ghost of Yote. Even though I don't think Ghost of Yote should be game of the year either, in my opinion. But I think it might be a hot take. But I personally don't think Ghost of Yote should be game of the year. But that's just me thing. But again, it's competing against Ghost of Yote, Blueprints, Silksong, Splitgate, I think. Oh, that's actually good. Splitgate, Donkey Kong Bonanzas, Expedition 33, pretty much. I feel like Expedition 33 got it, bro. I don't know. I think Expedition 33 has to basically take it, bro. Like, genuinely. I don't see how Expedition 33 doesn't win. But like I said, like, the thing is, the game is fucking competing against those types of games, bro. There's no way in hell it's winning Game of the Year. Let's be honest. Like, I think it's a fantastic game, but, like, I ain't gonna lie, you smoking crack if you think it's winning Game of the Year. When, like, we have Expedition 33, Silk Song, Blue Prince, Splitgate, Monster Hunter, I think. Like, I think a lot more. Oh, yeah, and King Kong Deliverance. I think King Kong Deliverance something, whatever. Yeah, that game, too. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like anyone arguing that should win Game of the Year, you're kind of smoking crack. Because a lot of you assume you either have not played, like, the other games, or you just like the game that much. Because, again, I'm not trying to, like, be insulting about people's opinions about certain things, right? Because then it is your opinion, right? I'm gonna respect your opinion if you think it should win Game of the Year. I respect your opinion. I just disagree. I respectfully disagree. That's what I'm saying. Like, don't try to misunderstand me, think like I'm trying to like hate on you or not. I'm just saying that like when you look at the other games, though, you like do comparison type of thing. I don't know. I think you kind of look at reevaluate. I don't know, man. Because I be hearing some people think that it should win Game of the Year. I'm just like, oh my god, I ain't gonna lie, gang. I like the game too, but like winning Game of the Year over like Expedition 33, Kingdom Come Deliverance, Silk Song, Donkey Kong Bonanzas, like I think those games are way more fun than Dispatch. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. And I know people often mention the fact that like a Telltale game has won Game of the Year before. Like, yeah, I know, I remember, I know. Like again, congrats to them niggas for doing that. And then like, I'm not hating on it. Because again, I'm not trying to hate on it, but like I'm just saying like the competition this year is like, I don't know. I feel like you're just smoking something. Because over Expedition 33 and Silk Song and all the other ones, yeah, there's no way. That's like the only thing I want to talk about too before I want to end this video. Because I just got reminded about the Game of the Year shit. I'm just like, oh yeah, I could really talk about that real quick. Because again, the niggas are talking about how it should win Game of the Year looking tripping. I like Dispatch, but come on, gang. Let's be realistic here. Let's be realistic. Let's be fucking realistic here. It is not winning Game of the Year. Let's be realistic. I mean, it'll probably win a reward for something. Like I think it will. I feel like it's gonna win a reward for something. Maybe voice acting. I don't know. Maybe it might win a reward for voice acting because they have Moist Critical and Jacksepticeye on that shit. They also have the nigga that played that one character from Breaking Bad. I think Jesse. Yeah, they have the nigga that played that one character from Breaking Bad. Like I think he played Jesse, right? I think he played Jess, whatever his name was from Breaking Bad. They have that nigga on the game. So yeah, I imagine probably they could win voice acting, but otherwise, bro, I don't know. Otherwise, I feel like they'll get nominated for something, but not Game of the Year. I think at the very least, the fans can at least get like nominated for like something that's not Game of the Year worthy. Because otherwise, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro, like don't listen to that demon in your ear. That demon that tell you that you should vote Dispatch for Game of the Year. Do not listen to that nigga. He's trying to deceive you, bro. He's trying to set you up for failure. Do not listen to that demon. But yeah. Otherwise, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I was just basically gonna talk. I was just literally just ranting about Dispatch, talking about a few things and shit. I think I'm gonna get to like Zone 30, or what the fuck was in my mouth? Sorry, there's something in my mouth. It was like hair. I don't know why the fuck hair got in my mouth. But yeah, let's try to get to like the 30th level of this game, and then I'm gonna end it here. But like yeah, like damn, I was just ranting out this entire day about Dispatch and the characters and what I thought about the game and whatnot. Because I think overall, like I said, I had a fun time with this game. I do think there's definitely a few writing problems, right? And obviously, of course, I'm not the biggest fan of like certain characters. I like how people view certain other characters, right? Because again, personally, I don't like Flambe. Never really liked him from the beginning. Again, it's like he's one of those characters where like I genuinely don't understand why niggas like him so much, other than just being funny. Because like that's literally the only reason niggas be saying why they like him. Because they just find him funny. That's it. They find it funny and probably like his personality. But I guess I'm the opposite because I don't really fuck with his personality like that. But that's just me. And then again, for Invisigal, I'm just very neutral on. I do think some of her supporters low-key need to chill out. Like some of her fans low-key need to chill though. Honestly. Because like some of her fans low-key just kind of make me not like the character sometimes. Which, you know, it's stupid though, right? Because I should be hating the characters just because of what certain people do online or in real life. So obviously, I'm not gonna hate Invisigal because of her fans. But I do think her fans low-key like dead-ass like her fans just piss me off. That's it. But the character itself, I'm neutral about her. Like sometimes I like her, sometimes I don't like her. Right, I'm just neutral about her. But at the end of the day, I did do my best to like try to support her throughout my entire playthrough. I'm just kind of upset that she did end up turning into a villain, and I ended up getting like the badge or Steam achievement that was a terrible mentor, which is like, alright man, fuck you too, whatever nigga, fuck you. But you know, besides that, that's pretty much all it for today's video. It's just basically a ranting video if you think about it. But you know, like I said, I had fun. I had fun with Dispatch. I think overall, if I had to give it my best rating, I think it's a 9 out of 10 game. Definitely not Game of the Year. It definitely does not deserve Game of the Year in my opinion though. Definitely not. No. I think that goes to Expedition 33. I think Expedition 33 is gonna win Game of the Year. Maybe that or Silk Song. But yeah. I think otherwise that's basically it for today. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my video. Feel free to disagree about anything in the comment section. Feel free to be toxic, call me racial slur, say anything bad things about me if I said something that you probably didn't like. Cause I imagine there's probably gonna be a lot of Invisigal fans who are gonna be on my throat for this video. If this shit ends up blowing up. But then again, I'm basically not popular anyway, so I highly doubt it'll get to that fucking type of audience. Because if this video ends up leaving my target audience, I'm probably cooked. But otherwise, again, just feel free to type whatever the fuck you want in the comment section. Because again, I read all the comments and whatnot. I'll try to respond. But like I said, overall, I hope you guys enjoy this one. And I'll see you guys in my next video. See you later.